Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ignite and Launch Your Business webinar for Zoes.com and Smith & Noble. So my name is Steve English, and I'm a part of the Zoes team, and I'll be leading you through a short webinar here on Zoes.com. So as it said there on the first screen, service better and sell more. So we feel truly that if we can provide you a tool for you to be able to service your customers better and know your customers better, that you will be able to grow your referral business and make more money. So I owned a business in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas for several years, a design window coverings business. So I kind of understand the things you go through, from leads and lead management to scheduling to appointments and how to get to appointments to, measure quotes, paperwork, orders, install schedules, shipping schedules, customer questions. So all the things that get thrown at us in a day that we have to deal with, our phones blowing up, people are asking us questions when and where, and changes are being made that you're unaware of with customers, and then problems can occur from that. Also service issues, because your customers in today's world are used to social media, iPhone, touch, instant information, and they demand a higher level of service than in the past. So it's just the world that we're living in today. So how does Zoes help? Zoes takes those things and puts them into a simple tool for you. So first off, we will map you using Google Maps to your appointments. We will log phone calls, text messages, give you the ability in Zoes to send email and log that, give you the ability to keep up with contact detail, addresses, and phone numbers. Also, the recent activity and file storage is right there with the contacts. You don't have to go looking for that file folder any longer. Next, we integrate social media, and then lastly, we have an integrated calendar for individual and team views, so you can keep up with those install schedules, shipping schedules, keep up with your own schedule as far as in-home consultations and all those type things. So what we want to do now is we want to go over and look at Zoes. So let me flip over and let's go in and look at the software. Okay, so here we are at the login page. So we're at Zoes.com. You can go to pages of our website and learn more about Zoes. You can also go to our social media and see the things that we have going on. But we're going to log in here real quickly and go through Zoes and kind of show you how things work. First off, you get a daily summary. So it'll show you kind of what you got going on today, meetings, things that might be happening that maybe need to be drawn to your attention. And then next, when you come into Zoes, you'll see always on each page there's these helpful hints. So you can read through these, you can close them forever, or you can just close them for this time when you're in Zoes so they don't pop up again. But what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate in 4 areas. We're going to concentrate over in the settings area to show you how easy it is to set up some things for Zoes. This business process area that shows you really a great snapshot view of your business, your calendar area, and then your contacts area. So those are the 4 areas we want to concentrate on. So first off, we're going to hop over here to settings. One is your social media and your profile setup. So you come into settings, you push here, and it'll sync your social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and I'll show you really how simple that is and how easy we use that here in a second in the contacts area. But next, you can set up security groups if you need those. So this gives certain rights of viewing rights for users. If you want one user to be able to only see their stuff, or you need customer service people to be able to see everything for the location, or if you want a company view, you can set it company and it kind of lets everybody see everything. So it gives you flexibility. If you don't want to set that up, we default it to Zoes admin, so you don't really have to worry about coming in here and really setting up anything. So next is the same thing. We set up a Zoes admin for you, so day one you don't have to really set up anything, but if you want to add positions, you can here. And then next is locations. You can add locations, or what we'll do is just default to your city and an office. So we try to help you get up and running real quickly here, but giving you defaults, but then you can come in here and add these things as you go. Same thing with users. You'll go in here and set up a user. You'll be set up with admin rights because you just registered, and then you'll be ready to go. And then next is calendars. You can set up your time of day you work and your default view. But we're really going to concentrate here on these next 3. Contact settings. Contact settings is an area where you can come in and set up really how you look at leads and how you look at customers. So giving some detail behind them, maybe this is the way you question them when they call you or you find a lead, the kind of the 4 things you kind of really want to know. One other thing I want to point out real quickly is this is a video. So this video is specific for contact settings, and each area has its own little video for you to really walk you through this, so you can kind of click here and do that. But I've set up 4 areas here that I thought we could just kind of use today as the example. So I set up project type, remodel, new construction, model home, staging, and then source, Facebook, social media sources, to websites and referrals, family and friends, to product interest here, window coverings, to paint and cabinets and furniture, to rooms, whole room, to certain rooms in the house. Now, you're kind of asking, well, those don't really work for me, Steve, so how can I make those work? Well, one, you get to name these what you want. You just come up here and type away what you want as the title, and then these are user definable. So you just give it the title, you can delete them, you can add more, you can pick colors how you want. So it's really, this is your area. So you set it up exactly the way you want to set it up. It's just something we really and truly believe that Zoes should be about. It should be about you being able to create your own business environment and personalize it to your business. Next, business process. So this process is exact same as what we saw in contact settings. You click here, you add stages, you add colors. This is your stages and steps. I just added these for today's discussion. But we also give you the ability to say when a lead comes into this area, by the number of days, 3 days. So you can pick this by days or by date. And when you do it, boop, highlights a little bit and says enter the number of days. So it kind of prompts you to what you need to input. But if there's certain things like proposals, if we don't get a proposal to a customer within 3 days, we're not doing our job kind of things. You can do that. Now, what does this do? When you're 1 day away from the expiration of this timer, you'll get an email that will show you the things that are, hey, warning, these are fixing to expire to the timer. It'll prompt you for all the contacts or leads that are fixing to expire, and then once they go to the day that you've designated, they will expire, and you'll get an email that prompts you these are going past due. We do them in yellow for warning, and we do them in red for expired. So it's very visual and very easy for you to keep up with and be prompted on what you really need to do today to move things along. Zoes is about helping you run your business, so we want to bring value, so this is one thing we do. And then I also set up a measure install, just from install assigned to measures done to install complete, sign-offs done, and that type of stuff. So I just did these for examples today. Next is a reports area. This is a very simple reporting area tool. You can pick the time of day, so morning, evening, night, afternoon. You can pick managers or positions or just me that gets the report. And then anytime anyone goes into Zoes and updates a contact or a calendar event or adds one or a business process center update, it automatically will log that in the recent activity record for the contact, and it'll automatically put it on this report. So you'll get, at the end of the day or in the morning, whenever you want the report to come, you'll get a summary of what went on. So you can kind of see the actions that have been taken. So let's go over to contacts real quickly. We call this our income producing page, kind of the summary page, because it shows you the business process, the project type, the source, the product interest, the room, project value, special date, birthday. So how do I know and want these things in what order? So you pick. These are visible, these are hidden. If I want to move one around, I just move it around. So once again, you get to establish the hierarchy here and what's important to put on the screen. So this screen can be used the way you want to use it. But what we do in Zoes is we really bring in your customer. We say we bring it to life. So using social media, we're grabbing that profile picture out of Facebook, LinkedIn, and putting it in here so you can see names and faces. But you can see the profile of this customer. You can see the number of days he's been in the process and then what process he's in. You can push won and lost to close him out if you need to. You can fire and log an email, you can log a text, you can send an email, you can look at their full record, you can go into their recent activity record and go in here and look and see what's been going on with this guy, and click here and read what kind of happened. You can upload a file, so I can go in here and add and choose a file and upload that proposal to this guy and keep it with him at all times. So your recent activity is always there. I can press and go to their Facebook and LinkedIn pages, or I can go ahead and fire an event right here. It'll automatically invite my customer to the event. So it's a pretty powerful tool. Okay, so how do we do all this without violating the 5-minute rule of business, which is 5 minutes, takes over 5 minutes, nobody really wants to do it. So we go in, push new contact, come into your contacts, new contact area, and then we'll just go over to Facebook real quick. What it does, it goes out and looks at your friends in Facebook, and we'll just grab, if it shows, it'll show you here that they're an existing contact in Zoes automatically, but we'll press this Ben Casmer guy, so it'll go ahead and put Ben's name in here. We'll push LinkedIn, it goes to LinkedIn, finds Ben, matches him up. We'll push LinkedIn, we'll grab that picture. So now we've got 2 pictures, but at the same time, look at this. We grabbed COO, we grabbed his company logo, address, website, we grabbed November 15th birthday and automatically put it in your calendar for you. So here we go, we got Ben. So the other things in settings we set up were those locations. So I'm going to put Ben, he is in Dallas, and then this is your area that you configured. So project type, we're going to say this is a remodel. We're going to say, just for this example, window coverings. Source is referral, and he wants a whole house. So once again, real quick and easy, we defined. Now one thing, if you don't want to see all these things, you can close this, kind of make your screen a little bit easier to look at if you'd like. Next is business process. So if I go over here and I'm going to say in the sales process, we just set an appointment for Ben, and we talked to him on the phone, and we understand it's about a $1,980 deal, and it's the appointment set. So when we push save, it saves all that all the information that we just collected, and now we can scroll down here and find Ben, and we press him. All that's in there. So everything we talked about is there for him. We've added him. Everything is good to go, and he's in this stage called appointment set. So as you can see, it's very simple, very easy to be able to add a contact quickly. The other thing you can do is, if I'm going to go meet with Ben, I might want to know a little bit more about that, about him. So you can push Facebook, it'll go over to his Facebook page, and you can kind of scroll and look, and it looks like they're going to have a baby. Her bed is ready. So you can kind of see some things that are going on with Ben that might be important. You can go over to LinkedIn and see he went to Texas A&M. You can kind of see his work history and things. So maybe some things that can help you identify with him from a relationship standpoint when you go meet with him. So next is the calendar. So in the calendar, what we've done is we've color-coded your calendar to the settings you set up. So now we can look at this calendar by project type. So if I go here, here's your project type. So you can see the blue is not new construction, staging is in light blue. So you can kind of see what's kind of going on here from a project type or source. You can kind of see source, or you can go in here for product interest, countertops to window coverings to draperies, or in the pink is cabinets, or whatever you have going on in here. So, or you can go in by room. So room would show you whole house, or here in maroon, master bedroom, or office study, or whatever things you've done in your business to set up these appointments. They're tied to the contacts, which is tied to the contact settings. So it kind of gives you a tool to analyze your business real quick. But and in here, the other thing we do is, you see this red, yellow, and green. Green is a confirmed appointment, yellow is not confirmed, and red is canceled. What happens in Zoes, guys, is as you schedule appointments with customers, they will get an email from Zoes automatically that will invite them to the meeting. They will confirm. When they push confirm or decline, it automatically updates your calendar and sends you an email letting you know that that customer accepted your meeting with you. So the other thing I mentioned, and we'll flip over here to look at it real quick, is right there, Ben Casmer, November 15th. So that's where we automatically put him into our calendar. So real easy things, and those couple of clicks, I grabbed all that stuff and put it in here for you, and then we ID these color-coded things so you can kind of analyze your business. But let's really get to the power of Zoes. This is called your Business Process Center dashboard. So if you go in here and look at this page, you can see the number of contacts that are in each step. You can see the dollar amounts you've designated, the average number of days things are here, the percent of your total leads in your process or contacts, and then the total percentage of dollars that's happening here in each stage. So you can go across here and see how many things are going on. Now at the top you can pick your process. So this is the measure and install process, this is the sales process that you set up that I showed you in settings, and then you can look at it by all locations, or you can look at it by a certain location, or you can look at it by all users or just a certain person. You can also do a company search. So if you do business with a number of storefronts that are called the same thing, you can pull all those one company type to the screen and really see a summary for just one company. But let's go into the detail. So over here is a dashboard, so that you're looking at the dashboard, but we can go into the detail page and you can see what people make up each step and stage to get these totals. So once again, we set those alerts and timers. So we have red and yellows. So the red and yellows are saying warning, it's going to expire. Red, it is expired, according to how many days you set up. So you could click here. You're looking at this by contacts. You can also go in here and versus dollars, you can say by days. So you can say, why are these all yellow? Is because the proposal is 2 days old. We have not gotten a proposal over to the person. Or the measure install required, we're setting at 3 days. We're setting here on product order at 2-3 days. We haven't ordered product, so it's prompting you. Remember, you'll get an email with all the yellow and reds on it, so it'll trigger you to go kind of look at these and figure out what you want to do. So you can look at this by dollars or days, and then you can also come in here and look at this by company view. If they are identified with a company, you can click that and it'll tell you what companies. If they're blank, they're not a company, they don't have a company name. So here you can pull up the person, but they don't have a company tied to them. Or you can go in here if you have multiple people working with you. So you had, say, 1, 2, 3 salespeople or designers that work with you. You can click here and look at it by the designer. So this is by that person. Steve, how much money he has in each column, or I can say the average number of days in each column, and I can compare designers or the number of contacts I have in each column. So you can kind of do that, and once again I can company search here too. So most of the time you look at it by contacts, so you can see all the contacts flowing through the sales process, and then all the contacts flowing through the measure and install process. And once again, these will trigger this whole, hey, we have an install scheduled, hey, is the install complete, did we get a sign-off sheet back, and why are these red? So you can really take this tool and analyze your business quickly, easily, and effectively, so you can go in and see how much you have going on in certain steps and stages. So don't want to take up too much time today, but that gives you a quick summary of Zos.com. So let us know what questions you have, and always remember, you have helpful hints and you have these videos here to kind of guide you through each area to help you understand each area better. And so use the power of social media, service better, sell more, like it says at the first of the video, and have a great time in the marketplace. To get started, just go to Zos.com. Top right corner is a registration button. Push that button, put in some basic information. The cost is $15 per month per user, so very affordable for you to get started today. Once again, thank you very much for spending the time with us. Good luck selling. Have a great day, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help.